doing an event this year over my birthday week, so don't you guys worry. There will be some kind of like a knowledge of its existence. Gives Viking a leaf.
It is an honor to
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if it's just a combination of him some or him that had a problem, because nothing else is having a problem. And I don't know why, because I don't have that as a banned word, which means it's a Twitch thing. So yeah. Thanks to Viking and Cat, I can now assemble the dinosaur. I know, right? You get enough bits and pieces in here, you get like, eventually somebody's gonna build a tree. And somebody's gonna, I don't know, as you are building a dinosaur. So, last time I was playing, I was in the Canyon of Mage. We cleared out, like, the Canyon of Mage. We cleared out 2 temples, so they're gonna be, like, optional. I'll probably still go back down them, because I think I got enough time to do all the temples. And I think the temple we want is this one over here. So, like, I'll probably just start from, like, down there again and work my way around. So when it comes to clearing this place, I might just get this center bit, and then I'll start this side and go around. That way we kind of, like, end up over here, okay? So, I'll go down and then I'll go up. I don't know what I'm going to be encountering with this tonight, because it's just last week was like rather easy, and I don't know if I'm gonna have like same easy or if it's just gonna be hell, you know. A dinosaur with feathers. Oh yeah, not just any dinosaur with feathers. Well yeah, I kind of forgot you could technically do that combination, can't ya? Yeah. My only problem with having already run this whole area is trying to get all of the map redone. That is a bit of an issue. No, they're not too bad. Let's put a fire up there for a second. Also, Alzia's died twice because I've died once. So he's died once on his own. But he's doing pretty good. I am overburdened. At least for that shield I am.
I need money.
If you guys want to come down here, that would be great. I need him to come down. There you go. Meowful stream, I'll be looking around. No worries. I'll be here for a good few hours. Oh. I need to chuck that in there. Yeah, I spent some time this weekend playing some games. Can I not fit that in there? No. I'm gonna need to go back just because I can't carry anything. There is an identification scroll here I can use. But yeah, there's too much shit in this spot. Cletus, whatever the fuck it is. I call this thing a Cletus all the time. It's a systems. It's fine, we don't need to get technical about it. Yeah, I might go back as I am because I can't carry much more. That'll be fine. Oh man.
Stay a while and listen.
I watched a couple of movies and stuff like that. 7 Mana, and that's good, but I'll have a look at what else I've got. I watched a couple of movies that were good. I watched Hopper and I can't remember if it's just Goat or The Goat. I don't remember. But they were both really good movies. They're both like animal kind of movies and stuff like that, but they're pretty cool. I think they were like reasonably well done. I do have spare mana. I'll grab that. Yeah, so I was gonna check if, because I've already got maximum capacity of stuff in here. 3 strength, cold damage, back rating, defense. I really kind of can't fit. Actually, like 12 life would be okay, but I don't have. I could get rid of that. Yeah, I'll get rid of one of these. I did say if I got something that was like at least gave me something, I'd get rid of one of the gold ones, because even if I walk around with that in a thing, like it's going to be slightly more than that. I might as well go onto one of these for a moment. See, my only problem is like I was playing another game, and usually when I play other games before Diablo, I sometimes key mash shit, and then I end up just like really failing to Diablo, so I do have to be careful with what buttons I hit, because I would like to obviously, I mean the general terms are like try not to die kind of thing, but like she'll die. She'll die pretty frequently. And because I've already done this place once, I'm gonna keep my up-downs pretty tight because I've already run this place once and I don't want to get too sidetracked or I'll miss shit and I'll miss creatures and stuff. I'm not gonna go probably all the way down here. I thought one of these dudes might be different because he had like red hair. Well, like, there's a couple of them with red hair. If you guys keep dropping shields, I'm gonna be too full up with gear to carry anything. Alright, because I'll do these from like this side in here, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll go over a little bit more and we'll go up. We'll go around the fucking thing, we'll go up. Jeez. Aside from that, it was kind of quiet here. It was sort of peaceful, it was nice. Now, I can't remember if I might have run past where those urns are already. There we go. Did I run past where these urns were? I think they're up higher. Fine. They're not too far over, I don't think. Maybe I did miss them. Fine. I saw urns on the way down. I thought that they were above that, but they might have been below it. I'll go in line with this thing. Go over a little bit. Where the hell were they? They weren't too far out, I don't think. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, hello. Nope, let me put down the fire. There we go. I gotta admit, the fire is still like relatively strong. I also worked out that I am substantially higher level than... Oh, what? Somebody's hit me. A substantially higher level than what she was as the Amazon Kelly. So, yeah. Put those in there. I also had one of... Oh, that's where the pots are. Okay, they're a little bit further down. That's okay. We'll come back to that. I also had one of those days on the weekend where I was like awake for like over 24 hours where I did not intend to be. And I at one point was like really struggling to not like work on like rigging anything because I got bored at one point, and I don't, at the time I was like, I don't really feel like playing a game, and I'm like, but I could do rigging. And I'm like, no, this is a weekend. I could run down to the portal, but this is fine. This is a weekend, so I can't be doing that because I'll be doing actual rigging during the week. So I sound tired. It is because like I was awake for an extremely long time. Up to this morning. I did sleep today, but I've only had like a few hours sleep for like the equivalent of like 2 days. So it's not a lot. I could hold on to the extra potions, but I think we're good for the moment. I'll put the extra mana back. And I don't seem to have any other scrolls in here, so I will have to get another one of those. I also have like my throat warmer things like in the wash at the moment, and my other one is like, it's a lot tighter, and that's fine, except that I already had my headset on. And I really didn't feel like taking it all back off and yeah, putting that on, because like I have like little tissues and stuff up underneath like where my ears are, so that it doesn't hurt as much with the headset. I'm barely touching these guys and some of them are just breaking. It's great. So yeah, I just didn't feel like redoing all that, so there's a good chance my voice will just crap out at some point, I think. I'm hoping it doesn't. I think that's... Yeah, that one's our temple that we'll be going into. Hey, mate. Also, Phoenix has come to join me too. Phoenix is my cat. She's just chilling on the seat beside me. So yeah, I've got to kill everything. I've got to pick up all the loot. There we go. You gotta pick up all the loot. There is like an extra line in here. I might just stay going across here. So I'll get the furthest side. I've already got all the map, which is nice, but I do have to make sure that nothing is actually alive out here. And I'm a little bit further. No, I got that. Alright. I don't think there's anything going to be in this like far corner. We're pretty close to it, almost able to see it, so we're pretty much good. But we'll be going down into this bottom section underneath us next, which is where we've got like all the things. And yeah, last time I managed to like clear out 2 of the temples, which, I mean, I could choose just not to do them and we could get further ahead and shit, but I wouldn't mind like redoing them because like once I clear out this area I can do all the tombs. I'm almost out of stamina. Alright, let me get this bit here. Oh man. Yeah, so like after I've done an area I can't come back, I can't like redo it. So the only time I get to get like any experience and stuff is like now, while I haven't fully cleared it. So it's really just like, oh hello. If I could get like a little bit more experience before I go to fucking class, that'd be great. It would still be interesting. I'm not saying I want this, but it would be interesting if I still got all the way up to like the next like area and or like hell or something like that. Could you imagine if I got up to hell and then my level stagnated again? Could you fucking imagine? Because like we got up to hell that time and we ended up I ended up staying on like level 81 almost all of hell, like from start to finish, almost the same level the whole way through. There we go. So I'm hoping that that shit doesn't happen. So I'm hoping to get into hell as a higher level to begin with, ideally.
I need mana.
I do need mana, yeah. There you go. That's not quite where I wanted to put that though. Oh, I thought somebody in that group looked like they were special, but maybe not. I don't have a lot of space, no. I can pick that in there. That's not gonna let me pick that up. Let me head up the portal. Over Fireball. Those aren't helping me, and I think this is just damage to undead. Yeah, I don't know if I can pick shit up. No. Even if I was to Jenga some stuff around the bolts and crap, I can't pick it up. I should have dropped like the bolts and brought back the armor and then gone back in and picked up the bolts or something. Let's move while asleep. No, I'll give you some pats if I can. Hey Abra, what are you up to? What are you doing? I was gonna say I'm like, assume this is close to work time, but for all I know it could be a public holiday for you, so... Or it could be Sunday for you. I'm not fucking sure. I have got a second one of these, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Chuck that in there. And I don't really need like the extra health. Let me have some of my drink. Hold on. Worked on some setup. Added tension and some other stuff. Oh yeah. Just give me a second. I just need to be right back for a hot sec. just spilt some of the drink on my hand. I'm like, I don't really feel like getting that like on my keyboard and mouse and stuff. I'm like, I'd rather just go quickly like wash my hands and make sure that they're good and shit. So yeah, I'm back. But yeah, what else? I still got shit to sell. Alright. I've never set up like Tangier. I know you can set it up to have like it do stuff or like interact or play games or like give you community voice and stuff like that, and or like run dungeons and stuff, but I've never felt the need to like add it myself. But in saying that, also like depending on the games and stuff that I play, I do turn on and off a lot of the things that I have set up for stream so that they don't potentially like interrupt certain things. Like for instance, when I stream Diablo 2, I have a whole shit ton of sound alerts just turned off because I don't want them to be going off, like for instance in the middle of like a dialogue or like a cutscene or something like that, you know. Hi guys. Which is funny because sometimes I get people only like see me on Diablo days, and yeah, I'll have like all this shit turned off, and then they'll come in on like another day, or they've only ever come in on other days and they'll come in on Diablo day and they won't be able to like redeem the thing. And yeah, that sometimes happens. I can hear bugs and stuff underneath me. I notice I've got the same kind of creatures this run. Last time we got like sand bugs and stuff. You know, the you know, like the little spitty bugs and shit, you know? I like the TTS option it gives you. So I had to add Arnold. Yeah, I have got a TTS option. I think it's like 300 bits or something. The only reason why I've like paywalled it and stuff is because like, as you guys know, like I gas bag, right? I talk like a whole heap. And so like, if somebody wants to use it, they can use it. But I also have to be aware that obviously as a streamer, like what it can say, what it does push through and stuff, it's one of those things, all streamers are responsible for whatever is said on their stream. Typed or spoken. So yeah, I've made sure that like a lot of my lists of banned stuff is pretty strong with the force in that way. But also because I talk a lot, like yeah, the last thing you need is it to be trying to talk at the same time I'm trying to talk. So if it only goes off like very rarely, that's fine. Like it's easier to kind of like just pause for it, you know. But I've seen like a few people have got it like where it's constant, and they, as a streamer, almost can't talk because it's constantly going off, or like talking over them or whatever. And I'm like, that's a little bit too frequent. But it also depends on the streamer. Like if you do better with like your if your community and stuff have got like a voice and stuff, and that works better and whatnot, or even just like reminds you that they're there and stuff if like nobody's chatting for a little bit, because sometimes that happens too. Sometimes you have streams and like nobody talks for a while, and then out of the blue you'll get a stream and everybody's talking and it's like, what the shit. It's like, that's nice, but it's like you were kind of like out of the blue not prepared for it anymore, sort of thing. That's all the extra shit I've got there. Like we had that earlier in the year. We had like a lot of quiet for a while, and then everybody appeared and was all chatty, and I'm like, it's really lovely to have you guys chatting again and stuff, but like it kind of like, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of get in like the groove of like talking all the time, or talking, reading, responding, or like not, or whatever. You just never know what you're getting into every time you go to stream and stuff. It's fine. It's like challenge accept. Hi bug. That was actually kind of like a half well executed. I had like 2 corners. Just need those guys to stay up there. I don't think neither of you guys are special. None of them have been special, which is fine. I was just saying, like, I think it might be when we get up to Hell or Nightmare. I think we're gonna get the... There's no way I'm overburdened already. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Nightmares, where we start getting all the special groups of named people and stuff in here. Okay, well, because we're in this area, I'm going to start going up and down. I've also got to dip in a little bit up here and redo this like mid area. So we'll come back down closer to it in a minute. Good.
I am overburdened.
I am now, yeah. Yeah, very overburdened. Okay, what else we got? Composite bow and stuff. I was just gonna say, I'm like, I thought I could maybe Jenga some stuff around. Tetris some stuff around. I don't know why, in all my years of playing Diablo, because I didn't grow up playing Jenga, and we had Tetris, but it was, you know, PC Tetris, right? So I never, I don't know why, but my brain just thinks that putting these in places is like fucking Jenga and stuff. I mean, I guess to a degree, it doesn't really like topple out of your inventory, but it still can still like cause you to go back, whatever. If you don't like do it properly. I don't have space. Well, I could take the identification scroll out and sell that. Actually, put the rejuvenation in. Hold on to rejuvenation because I can get rid of that. I can merge it later. Alright. Also, still haven't bought my dude like anything better at this time. I need another scroll. Hey, Drogonin.
Good day.
Tell you what though, I had a coffee earlier. I almost got an energy drink out for fucking stream tonight just because I was like, my last week, I was just constantly tired really frequently, and I know that like, as I said, like I was awake for a very long time yesterday, so I'm not really surprised that I'm kind of a bit tired today, but I kind of figured that I'd be alright. I'm already kind of like, I think it's just this area is soothing, you know? It's unintentionally very soothing, which is funny because, you know, demons and all sorts of stuff and like the risk of fucking dying in this pile, like holy crackers. Are you guys not? Yeah, let's put the fire over there. Yeah, I am pretty overburdened. I don't know what I can actually pick up out of this. Mana, healing, all of that stuff.
I need mana.
Look, we can use the mana because I'm pretty sure I picked up additional mana. There we go. Got space for a scythe, got space for that. I think I can pick up maybe... I definitely can't pick up the fucking shield. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. And then when I come back in, it's gonna take up so much extra space. I think I got a town portal then, so I don't have to go buy another one, so that's neat. But I do have additional friggin' rejuvenation potion.
Stay a while and listen.
How may I help?
Oh, King's just beautiful. Get rid of all that. I don't think I have one of them. Oh no, I got 3 of them. Neat. That gives us a bit of inventory space. Give me these. Chuck that in there. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I don't think I've got that in that shape in here. That we could put those 2 together. I thought I picked up an additional diamond before, but maybe I didn't. Either way, that gave us inventory space, which is neat. Sell those. And get rid of that. Nice. Alright, well, inventory's still, like, chocked up. And I am holding on to, like, a lot of, like, miscellaneous gems. But I did hold on to a lot of miscellaneous gems this tab cat, so it's fine. I'll come back down and get that safe in a minute. We'll go straight up. Oh, quite trying. I'm ready for combat, apparently. Mate, get off. I gotta admit, when we lose this fucking stuff, which we will when we, like, go through the proper temple, I don't have, like, an equivalently strong weapon to fight Duril. So, Duril's fight's gonna be interesting. Because I'm basically, like, one-hitting these guys, which is great. I'll get those 2 things in a second. We gotta go back down to where the rocks kind of are. Oh, I can get this now. Yeah, after I get this like mid-section bit, we'll work our way out towards the outer wall, and then we'll go through the tombs, which will be nice. I do like this area. Like, obviously I like it more when it's like easier like this, but I mean, when you get all the special ones and stuff, you have to be really careful with not like running around because that's like the first thing that's going to get you dead. Because you run from one group, you run straight into another group, you get dead. So I didn't have the well before, but I did have those holes. We went up there before, so just gonna get a little bit past the waypoint. How am I doing with space? I'm very chocked up with stuff, so I don't know how much more I can carry, or I'll have to go back. But yeah, we got all this, so we'll run all our ass up here. So I started from like lower down. See, now we missed that. That's why we go up and down, so we don't miss shit. Though I gotta admit, I do like a lot of like backtracking anyway, and I tend to find anything that I would have like eventually missed. So I don't really miss much shit, to be fair. Alright, so I'll go down from like this line here, because I think this will be about straight up and down without missing anything. We got this, and we got the one on the other side of us, and that was a ring. I don't have space for a spear like that. Maybe. If it's a dead straight one, yeah. Alright, there's not much else I can pick up though. So, there is this shrine I didn't get before. And there's these pots that I didn't get to kick yet because they were just outside the radius. Nice. And these ones too. I was gonna say, I'm like, there was more pots. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. I can't pick up that fucking side. I can't carry that. I would like to get to a point where, like, maybe I could go and waste some of the money and stuff. Like, I could go and gamble her, like, money and shit anytime, but I don't know. I feel like when we can't put any more away, it would probably be a good time to kind of go for it. Hey, Hate Toast. Welcome in. It's nice to see slow playthrough. Sometimes you forget how good the game is if you're trying to rush the end game. That's my sentiments exactly. So this is my Tabby Cat Sorceress character. I'm doing a recreation of characters from when I was like 12 and 13. So I've already done my Amazon. We did her last year. And yeah, that took a while. The Bile fight and everything at Hell was insane. So a lot of the stuff that I'm choosing to use and my reasons for using it are not going to make sense to a lot of people, but it made sense when I was like 12 and 13 and shit. But yeah, it's more of like a... Because it's recreating it, I get to kind of like go through and do the whole map. I get to fight everything, you know, unveil the whole map, kill everything, loot everything, sell everything. I only get 1 page of stash because you only have got 1 page of stash originally. In this one, I can have, I can get a new helper at each act, obviously if it's available to purchase, because Act 4 doesn't have it. And also thank you for the follow. What else we got? I've got to use mostly like magical looking weapons with Tabby Cat. I can't use a crossbow. Not that I would with her anyway, but just on principle we can't use a crossbow. Can't use rune words. I can merge some stuff in the stash, but I can't like create things with it. I can just like merge gems, merge potions, stuff like that, you know? All that sort of stuff. Good shit. I think I'd want to see my build from when I was a kid though. I mean, my Amazon was purposely terrible because it was back before, like, if forums were around, there was still like 3 or so years before I was on forums and stuff, because like this is back dial-up era, back when Diablo came out, right? So yeah, it was one of those, like, you got a game manual when you got the game, and it would tell you like, okay, like this skill, that skill, whatever those stat points would be useful for this kind of character sort of thing, but like, go figure it out basically, right? It's kind of like the sentiment. And yeah, so I had like really bad OCD when I was like a kid and shit, so my Amazon was like terrible on purpose. But my sorceress doesn't have quite the same sort of thing going. So I had like, I tried to fight my OCD with her. So her stat